I'm here with visual and performative artist Bana Kabalan. Bana, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Where did you grow up? And can you tell us just how did you use your creative side to express your thoughts about the world around you?
So I grew up in Metro Detroit. I'm Lebanese, American, first generation, and my parents wanted me to mainly do the science route. And at the high school that I was in, we could use an elective for art. And so I did that and then found myself really loving both biology and art. Being Lebanese American, being first generation, whenever I was in the US growing up, I didn't feel super American. I always felt like there was this disconnect. And then when I do go to the Middle East, I always don't feel Arabic enough. Well, where am I? There's not really this middle ground. And so I found that what for me to do and for me to feel this sense of home was to really just create it myself and to embellish it and decorate it myself and use aspects of things that I like and things that inspire me. And I found that really working with Arabic elements, Arabic motifs and things like that really added to it. And then using this natural elements also was what made me feel like I had more of a deeper understanding of myself. Because I also study ecology, I'm constantly looking around, questioning, making different questions and hypotheses about why things are occurring in different habitats and ecosystems. And so in the same way of exploring as an artist, I'm looking around thinking, well, what can I collect here? What is this habitat have for me to make and incorporate into my artwork? So it's this curiosity of nature that really drives me with both my practice in science and then also my art practice.
And then, so can you just delve a little bit more into what your art medium is and why do you choose to express yourself in those ways? Because it's very sculptural, but also something that you can wear, which is really neat.
I really was fascinated with just creating spaces and installations that you could go into, like creating this otherworldly experience and then kind of forget about the outside world, just this kind of safe space area. And so I started off doing those installations and then thought, well, why not go further and wear them and perform in them and create these different organisms and things like that that you could embody. My creative process is first what I do is I collect a bunch of stuff, lay them out, and just usually make a mold. I get wire that I usually find to just create the structure of the piece, and then just start attaching things, see what types of shapes morph out of it. I typically like the pieces to just be something that evolves as I'm working on it. I want people to feel comfortable when they're in the spaces that I create or in the performances that I have. It removes oneself from whatever space they're in or whatever dynamic they're in currently and then puts them in a new place. And I think that that's what the purpose of my artwork always was for me, to just have these like areas of feeling comfortable when dealing with childhood trauma, dealing with other aspects of my life that was negative. What I find solace in is just creating this world around me, and I really want other people to experience that.
What do you think an artist's responsibility is in creating social change?
Specifically for me, I choose to talk about experiences that I have being a child of immigrants, my parents, immigrants from Lebanon. So incorporating this dynamic of like the bridge between in the East like that. So I also incorporate my environmental issues that I think are very important. So I think that as artists, to express oneself in the lives that they have and the experiences they have is important. With the movement, the Black Lives Matter movement, it's, I think, important to have their voices heard. I think it's really important to collaborate with these artists, represent them, mention them, have the community learn more about their experiences.
And then just looking ahead, what does the future look like for you?
I definitely want to keep going with ecology. I really hope that the more things that I learn with my research, the more it will incorporate and really enhance my artwork. And it will be this like feedback loop of what I'm learning from both practices.